Find the mean of the following data. Now this data is represented in a rather different manner. Here they said below 10, 5 persons. Persons below the age of 20 are 12, below 30, 16. Below the age of 40, there are 25 people. Below the age of 50, there are 45. Below the age of 60, there are 52. And below the age of 70, there are 60. Below the age of 80, there are 63 persons. So the first thing we need to do is find the class interval. If you very carefully watch, here you have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So there is a difference of 10. So our class intervals will be 0, 0 to 10. The second one will be 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40, gaps of 10, 60 to 70, 70 to 80. Why did we take gaps of 10? Because if you notice here is a gap of 10, this is a gap of 10, this is a gap of 10. Next we have to find the proper frequency. The frequency given to us was not proper. It was a cumulative frequency. The frequency here is cumulative because below 10, below 20, we need to know between 0 to 10 how many persons are there whose age is between 0 to 10. So between 0 to 10 there will be 5 persons. Now to find below 20 there are 12. So to find between 10 and 20 you will have to subtract the value of 12 and 5. So you'll have to do 12 minus 5. Next, to find between 20 and 30, you'll have to subtract the frequencies of 20 and 30. That is 16 minus 12. Next, to find between 30 and 40, we need to subtract the frequencies of 30 and 40. So here is 30 and 40. So you subtract 25 minus 16. Next, to find between 40 and 50, we need to subtract the frequencies of 30 and 40. So here you have 25 and 45. So you do 45 minus 25. Next, between 50 and 60, we need to subtract the frequency of 50 here and 60. So that will be 52 minus 45. Next, to find between 60 and 70, we'll have to subtract 60 and 70. That is 60 minus 52. Next, to find between 70 and 80, subtract the frequencies of 70 and 80. So this is the frequency of 70, 80. So it will do 63 minus 60. We go ahead and write the frequency. So 12 minus 5 is 7. Then we have 16 minus 12, and that is 4. 25 minus 16, and that is 9. Next is 45 minus 25, and we have 20. So here's the table. I copied it again. This was our age in years. The frequency was F1. We have to find the class mark. And we know we take the class mark as xi. Upper limit plus lower limit divide by 2, 5. 10 plus 20 divide by 2, 15. 20 plus 30 divide by 2, that is 25. 30 plus 40 divide by 2, 35. 40 plus 50 divide by 2, 45. 50 plus 60 divide by 2, 55. 60 plus 70 divide by 2, 65. 70 plus 80 divide by 2, and that is 75. Next, we need to find fi xi. So we multiply 5 into 5, 25. 7 into 15, 105. 4 into 25, 100. 9 into 35, 315. 20 into 45, 900. 7 into 55, 385. 8 into 65, 520. And then 3 into 75, 225. Next we find the total here, summation xi fi, which comes as 2575. And then we need to find the total number of observations, which is also called summation xi, and in this case it is 63. Now the formula for mean, this is direct method, summation fi xi over summation fi, and the total was 2575. Number of readings was 63, and now it works as 40.87. 873. So I can write this as 40. Since this is more than 5, I can make this as 9. It will be so many years. That is the mean. Here's yet another table, but this is a little different. Here we have got more than equal to 38, more than equal to 40, more than equal to 42, more than equal to 44, more than equal to 46, more than equal to 48, more than equal to 50, more than equal to 52. The difference here is 2. And this is more than. So the class interval more than 38, so 38 and above, so 38 to 40. Then it will be more than 40, so 40 and above, so 40 to 42. The next is more than equal to 42, so 42 and above, so 42 to 44. Next will be more than equal to 44, so 44 and above, 44 to 46. More than equal to 46, so 46 and above, 46 to 48. More than equal to 48, so 48 and above, 48 to 50. More than equal to 50, so 50 and above, 50 to 52. And more than equal to 52, so it will be 52 and above, 52 to 54. And for the frequencies, it is the same. We have to find between 38 and 40. So we take 38 and 40 and subtract the frequencies. So it is 35 minus 32. Next, we need to find between 40 and 42. So the frequencies of 40 and 42 we need to subtract. 40, 32 minus 30. Next, we need to find between 42 and 44. So 42 and 44, we subtract these two. That is 30 minus 26. Then 44 to 46, so frequency of 44 and 46, so 26 minus 21. Next, between 46 and 48, so here is 46, 48, so 21 minus 7. Next, 48 to 50, so we need to subtract 48 and 50 frequencies, 7 minus 3. Now it's 50 to 52, so 50 and 52, we subtract this, so 3 minus 0. And the last one we can discard because it is 0. You won't have any here. Now let's get on and do the subtraction. 35 minus 32, we are going to write it as 3. Then we have 32 minus 30, and that would be 2. Next, 30 minus 26, 4. 26 minus 21, 5. 21 minus 7, 14. 7 minus 3, and this is 4. and 3 minus 0, and it is 3. This we don't need, so we erase that out. And we have now the normal table. You can go ahead and find out the mean or median or mode or whatever you want of this table. We got it in a proper form. Now for the next one, the daily wages and number of workers. The table is less than. We need to find the class interval. To find the class interval, let us first examine what is given to us. Less than 220, less than 240, less than 260. So the difference between them is 20. So our class interval should have a size of 20. Less than 220. So we must start from 200. So it will be 200 to 220. Difference of 20. Then less than 240. 240 is the upper limit. So less than 240. So 240 to 220. Less than 260. So 260 to 240. By now you have got the pattern. This is 260 to 280. 280 to 300. Now for the frequency, we need to subtract. To find between 200 and 220, we need to subtract the 220. It'll be 14 straight on, because see, there's no 200, right? So we write straight away as 14. Then to find between 220 and 240, we subtract 220 frequency, 240 frequency. 26 minus 14. Next, to subtract 240 and 260. So we have 240, 260. So that is 34 minus 26. Now for 260 to 280, 260, 280, we subtract, that is 40 minus 34. Next, 280 to 300, 280, 300, we subtract 50 minus 40. Now for the subtraction, 26 minus 14 is 12. Next we go 34 minus 26, and that would be 8. Next is 40 minus 34, 6. And last, 50 minus 40 is 10. Now again you have the table, normal table here, and you can go ahead and find out whatever you want, the mean, median or mode. So here again we have weight in kgs, more than equal to 45, there are 62 teachers. More than equal to 50, there are 60. More than or equal to 55, there are 55 teachers, and the whole table is given. So the first thing we do always to find the class interval or the class size. So first we see that the difference here is 5, right? So our class size should be, the difference should be 5. Now it is more than 45. So 45 must be a lower limit. So this would be now 45 to 50. The next is more than 50. So it will be 50 to 55. 55 to 60. 60 to 65. 65 to 70, because it's more than. 65 to 75. 75 to 80. And then 80 to 85. Next would be the frequency. Now to find the frequency between 45 and 50, we need to subtract 45 and 50. So that will be 62 minus 60. Next is between 50 to 55. So 50, 55 we subtract. That would be 60 minus 55. Then for 55 to 60, so here's a value of 55, this is the value of frequency of 60. So you have 55 minus 39. Next 60 to 65, so we have 60 and 65, so 39 minus 29. Next for 65 to 70, value of 65, value of 70, so 29 minus 9. Next 65 to 75, this should be 70. So we need to do now 70 to 75, 9 minus 4. Next 75 to 80. So we need to subtract the value frequencies of 75 and 80. So that is 4 minus 1. And greater than 80 will definitely be, see, this is more than 80. More than 80 will be between 80 and 85, and that will be 1. So the first one here, when you subtraction, you'll get 2. On next subtraction, it'll be 5. Then 55 and 39 subtraction, you'll get 16. And 39 to 29 will be 10. 29 minus 9, 20. 9 minus 4 will be 5. 4 minus 1, 3, and then 1. So here we have our normal table. Then we can go ahead and find out mode, median, or mean. So basically here you get two kinds of table. One is more than, one is less than. You need to find the class intervals first and then the frequencies by subtracting.